Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's video on Lost in Thoughts. Before I tell you guys what we're talking about, it's June, so happy Pride Month to literally everybody. Be happy, be proud, and that's all I want to say on that subject. I'm wearing my Pride shirt just to, you know, say, hey, I'm supportive of everybody. So, yeah, anyway. So today's topic, I guess it can fit into the whole Pride Month thing as well. Um, but it's basically just being yourself. Like, I want to talk about being you. This is one of the topics where I can talk about forever. Like I can just go on and on and on talking about just being yourself. Just because I feel like, especially me, I this is something that I have struggled with and I still struggle with sometimes just to be myself. There's definitely a lot of situations that you go through growing up, current state. Like you're always, I think you're always going to run into uh, obstacles, whether it's like just focusing on being yourself or not. We definitely tend to change our actions based off of the people around us and like the people that we want to fit in with. I feel like I didn't start being myself, and I guess that's the term, like finding yourself. I don't think that happened until I graduated. Like I don't remember. It's weird. I don't remember being how I was in high school or all grade school. I remember being very angry. I remember just being just grr, Like I don't know. Like I don't have much of a feeling towards grade school. Ever since I graduated, like that's when I was like, you know what? What's next? Like what's next? Like we graduated high school. What's next? You truly have that freedom to craft yourself into who you want to be, and that's what I did. I I had maybe I think I had one tattoo in high school, and now I have almost an entire sleeve. I have my hands tattooed. And I engaged my ears. I basically changed the way I looked and acted because I had the freedom to do so without being judged. Or I'll get on to being judged in a second, but but yeah, no, that's like something I would have never done if I was still in school. I don't know. I went to college for a few semesters. I'm actually going back in the fall, which I'm super excited to do. But like I went to college, and that's when I started experimenting with myself and my look and my appearance, and definitely like my interests from high school out of high school. Like it could have been the same year. They changed so much because there was nothing after high school. For me at least, like I didn't have a plan I didn't have a scholarship program. I wasn't getting accepted into some grade A college because I didn't want to. Like it wasn't my interest. College now is my interest, but like I don't ever regret not going to college straight from high school because you're basically not giving yourself time to adapt in reality because high school does not prepare you for reality at all. At all. Reality prepares you for reality. That's why everybody who's older is just more wise because they experience reality more than you. What is this turning into? I'm just on a path right now. I don't know where this is going. But anyway, I swear this has to do with being yourself. Um Welcome to Lost in Thoughts, the process of losing our thoughts within thoughts. Like this is how my mind works. We're not gonna stay on topic for most of these episodes, but it was definitely difficult because when I graduated high school, it was like a new world was presented to me, and I was in control. There was no classes telling me what to do, when to do it. There was nothing. I had a job. That was it. I didn't have bills at the time. It was just so freeing. I was just like, "Whoa, what is this?" That's when I started like experimenting. That's when I started finding like out about YouTube and Twitch and doing all this stuff that made me so happy. And it's just like it was almost like breaking out of chains. High school and everything was just like I was just chained up in it. I was so restricted. And as soon as we graduate, those chains are broken and we're free to do whatever the hell we want. When you break out of those chains, that is where you start becoming yourself. That's when you start crafting who you want to be. Seriously, like it's insane what you can do in this world now. My dogs are barking. Shut up. I said that so aggressively. I'm really not that aggressive. Please stop barking. I'm making a video. As soon as you break out of those chains and as soon as you like are on your own, that's when you really start knowing who you want to be and what you want to do with your life. And that's when you start becoming yourself. That's when you can start building yourself. The whole point of life is to just create someone you want to be. Create an image of yourself that you want to be and what you would inspire to be. And you do everything in your power to craft that person. Create somebody that you look up to. Build someone that you would be proud to be. And I think that is the biggest struggle. Like for example, ready? So when I was growing up, or when I say when I was growing up, but like growing up was meaning like out of high school. So it's not really me growing up. Fresh out of high school, that's when I found out that I wanted to get all these tattoos. I had an image of myself that I saw myself becoming, and I was not gonna stop at any cost. I was not gonna let anybody stop me, no matter what. So I just went. Now that I look at it, it's kind of sad. Like, I never told anybody about my tattoos in my family. I probably told my friends at the time, but never told anybody in my family that I was getting tattoos. I hid them from my dad. I got my side of my chest done, and he didn't know for the longest time. I was basically hiding myself, and it was very stressful. It was very aggravating. And I would do that because I was scared to be judged poorly by my family. Like my dad, like my family is very Jewish, so tattoos are a no-no, gauges are a no-no. Like I said, I felt like an outcast. Now not so much, because I feel like everyone is growing to accept me because like I said, I do not, like, I see a sight for myself. I see where I want to go, and I go. I do everything I can to go. Like, I don't care what other people think about me. And that's what I want to talk about. Like, I want to talk about caring about being judged, because as soon as you get over that fear of being judged, you have no ends. Like, you have no limits. It's so hard to build up the confidence in yourself. It's hard to be that confident that you don't care about what others think about you. As soon as you start crafting and building yourself and building that image that you see, it gets easier. You start doing things and you start becoming who you want to be, and that'll just give you confidence in yourself. Like, you're just, like, confidence grows with season, you know? Like, it grows with how long you've been being yourself. Like, everything just falls into place. I look back at my senior year, I wanted to drop out so bad, but my buddy Eric and Ryan, like, they made me graduate. They made me graduate, and I think about where I was mentally, and it's crazy because now I can say proudly that I have become myself. Like, this is me. People aren't gonna like me. Great. Not everyone's gonna like you. Okay. Accept them. Fine. Don't like me. If you don't like me, then just don't, you know, I won't be associated with you. Although I am very different than my friends, my family, everybody around me, I should say, because I'm sure there's plenty of people like me. I am the outcast of everybody around me, and that's, like, I have grown to accept that. Like, that is awesome. Like, you want to be different. I keep losing my train of thought, and I think that's something good, and I think that's one of the reasons why I wanted to start making videos, is just because I have so many, like, one-way thoughts that don't end, or that just end abruptly, and then they just clutter my brain. And, like, just talking, that's like, whew, each video is like, whew, through my brain. It's great. But this all ties into Pride Month, because it doesn't have to be about appearance. It could be about love interests. It could be literally about anything. You could do whatever you want. If you're a girl and you like a girl, fine. Who cares? If you're a boy and you like a boy, who cares? If everyone had the confidence in themselves and wasn't scared to be judged, there would be a lot less judgment in this world, I feel. And that ties in with Pride Month just because, like, just be yourself. You want to have a boyfriend and you're a boy, go for it. You only have one life. Live it. It's really funny. I was on the phone with my buddy Everett last night, and he said something so amazing that I had to quote him. Yesterday, I got my off topic but same on topic. I got my hands tattooed yesterday. My fingers. This was one of the moments in my life where I was like, wow, okay, I almost wasn't myself because I did something very extreme, and it put me out of my comfort zone because I was like getting tattoos on my fingers. Like, it was, man, I was freaking out. I was on the phone with my buddy Everett, and I was freaking out. I was like, oh my god, like, what is my dad gonna think? Like, my dad, I told my dad beforehand that I was getting these, but still, it's a big deal, especially in my family and especially in my life. It's a huge deal to get finger tattoos. But I've been planning on these tattoos for over a year and a half. I know this is something that I wanted. I love them right now. Like now, I love them. Now that they're on me, I love them so much. And I just, each second I grow to love them more and more and more. I was literally pacing back and forth in my room. I was like, oh my god, what did I just do? Why did I just do this? Like, who am I? Like, how did I become like this? Like, how did I let this happen to myself? And he was like, dude, snap the fuck out of it. Like, what? He was like, don't tell me you regret them, because you don't. Basically slapped me out of my panicked state. He was like, your dad probably doesn't hate you. Your dad is not going to react how you think he's going to react. You told him about it, so it doesn't really matter. Like, he was just talking sense into me, because he has tattoos as well, and he was talking about like how he's the same way as I am. Like, he'll get tattoos, the ones that he wants, and he doesn't care where they go because it's something that he wants. And he was like, I have it on my phone. I wrote it down. He said, if I can't go through life with the tattoos that I want, then it's not the life that I want to live. And I just thought about that. Literally how I think. If I don't want to be the person that I see myself being in this life, then it's not the life I want, you know? Amazing quote. I told you I was gonna, like, that's your quote, man. That's your quote. I'm not taking it. That's your quote. So, with this video, with the rambliness of this whole entire video, be yourself. Be proud of yourself. Work for something that you see yourself being. You can do it. There's no going down. As soon as you figure yourself out, you just take off and you skyrocket. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Lost in Thoughts. I don't know what I have gathered in this video, this talking session, but I do hope you enjoy. If you did, make sure to leave a like on the video. You can also hit me up on Twitter, talk to me about this video, talk to me about another topic. My Twitter is top of the link in the description. It's also at @LITpodcast_. You can also tweet at #LITtopics for just tweet that with a topic, and I'll look at that and I'll read it. And basically, I can possibly talk about your topic on a video. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button. I am going to try to post once a week. That is my plan. I've also been drawing lately, so if you guys would like to, I did make a Twitch. It's just Lost in Thoughts. Twitch @LostInThoughts. I basically have like little art streams. I tried streaming earlier today, but my stream crashed because my internet, for whatever reason, keeps going out. If you are interested, follow me on Twitter, Twitch, subscribe, comment down below what you thought about my thoughts, if you thought they were absolute rambly mess, or if you thought they somewhat made sense, if you agree, disagree, all that kind of stuff. And I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.